You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, it's Jonathan Rose, and for 30 years I've been a professional trader at some of the world's largest exchanges. Now, my mission is to help folks like you learn to trade like the pros. I get on here each day the market's open, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I got the chat open. Good morning, everybody. Volatility is through the roof. Trump came down Liberation Day, tariffs. The world came back and put tariffs on the U.S., specifically China. Let's talk about what's going on right now. Before I move over to the charts, I got the questions up. Please, if you're concerned about your open position, get your questions in the chat. I'll go over each name and stay as long as you need. Something that I've learned, guys, through trading, times like this, when volatility spikes, it feels scary. It feels like, oh no, what am I going to do? You feel so helpless. You feel so out of control. Let me tell you, I've been through this so many times. This too shall pass. Okay? I'm going to show you some charts for some perspective. When the market moves like this and VIX spikes, it's scary, it's uncomfortable. There's nothing worse than feeling like you're just totally out of control. I get it, okay? But the worst thing that you can do, in my opinion, is to make rash decisions and just get out of positions on days like today. Don't do it. That's where I see people get in the most trouble. But if anything, ask questions, okay? Cool, got a bunch of questions coming in. Also, at Masters in Trading, we teach people how to buy options. I'm never selling naked options. Selling naked options is death. And that's the real trouble in today's market for folks doing cash secured puts or any kind of just naked option selling. Those are real dangerous trades. What we're looking to do is we're buying options. When you buy options, it's a money management trade. You're slowly getting into your position, you're cost averaging into your position, and you're playing a money management game. It's kind of a little bit different than just kind of like betting on the market going higher. So let's go to the screen. I got the questions up, and let's get after it. All right. So we say this often. When the market moves, guys, everything has a beta of 1. Everything starts moving together, okay? The trades that are working for us right now, Jeff sharing, strangles, straddles, divergence trades, trades that you could take two sides of the market, where you're not just betting on the market going higher. So in front of you, I have the QQQ. The QQQ is the most widely followed NASDAQ ETF. I have it on a daily right now. When the market picks up and things start going crazy, I want perspective. I want to look at a weekly. I want to look at a monthly. So right here, fine, daily, it looks like crap, right? Let's go on a weekly. Now, if we go on a weekly, now we start to see our 100, 200 period moving averages. This is a 100 period moving average. It's literally just the average price of the last 100 bars or 100 days. And this is the 200 period moving average. It's not so often that the weekly trades down to the 100 period moving average. If we look historically, here it trades through, here it was under, it traded up, and here it traded under. Here, here, here. What we talk about often, stocks or indices, they don't like to stay around these big numbers. They don't like to stay around these big numbers. So 438, that's going to be your line in the sand. Watch out for 438. Under, weak, over, strong. Weekly, what if we go out to a monthly? I want to go out to a monthly because right now, the low of April is 426. 426. The low of August, 423.45. So that's your next level. look, where is the market going to? Right now, what's going on is price discovery. Okay? The market has no idea what to do with these tariffs. It's just price discovery. So yeah, we're not going to go down forever. We will stop going down. But what helps me, look at times like we've done this in the past. Here, market got smoked. We came right back, right? Market got down to that 100 period moving average. We still had time to bounce. But when the market starts moving, historically, it's been a buy. Go back to all these different times. And especially now, guys, what's making this move? It's news-based, right? So just like we're seeing this news-based move, and this is dramatic, without a doubt. But it's going to turn just as quickly. It really will turn just as quickly. So QQQ, watch that 438. Now, if we move over to small caps look awful, guys. Small caps really, really look awful. Again, let's go. We're looking at a weekly. Going back the last 10 years, we are getting to this area, though, right? We're not going to just go down forever. There will be a point where we will bounce. This is a really interesting number. 100 period moving average on the IWM. 177.40. The low is 176.67. My point is, we're getting to the bottom, guys. We're getting exhausted. It's Friday. We're not going to go down all day. We will settle. We will turn. We need the VIXs to calm down a little bit. But if I can say one thing, you don't want to puke. You don't want to give up. You don't want to have that mentality that the world is going against you. That's not what's going on right now. This is, in a sense, it's artificial. This was created from news. So as much as it hurts right now, we will turn. We will turn. Again, what's working for us right now? We had a really nice trade overnight. Toyota Motors is one of our divergence trades. Toyota Motors, we were getting short Toyota Motors and getting long a US name. We talked about this trade on Monday. Fat Buddha was able to buy 4 of them for about $2K and sold them for $5,900. Lakeside, same type of trade. So the trades that are working right now are these relative value trades where you're trading one thing against another. Got some questions on copper. And now to go to copper, what I'm going to do when I'm looking at copper is I'm going to look at the future because I want to look at the price of copper. Okay? Now, daily, let me clean this up for you. I'm going to take off platinum. And we can just look at gold, silver, and copper. Great question. Optioning. How are you buying options in this IV? Right. So the question is, with implied volatility so high, how can you buy options? Today, you don't want to buy options. Today, volatility is way, way too high to buy options. But the trades that we're looking for are one against another. Okay? So, for instance, we are long silver. I still like being long silver relative to gold. I think this is a crazy, crazy imbalance. But right now, all the metals are dropping just because tariffs. But this will settle down. If we look longer term, that's what I'm always going to do for confidence, guys. Look longer term. See what the market's done in the past. 10 years. 10 years, the relationship between gold, the blue, silver, the yellow, and copper. Now, in order to do this trade right now, in this environment, I would look to get long silver, and if anything, you could use gold as a little bit of a hedge. As a matter of fact, right now, the gold-silver ratio looks awesome. It just does. We actually have a position in PAS in our free portfolio, I believe. Let me just double check this. I'm pretty sure it's in our free portfolio. Yeah, so we are long PAS in our free portfolio. And the price that we got into PAS, you guys get ready. I'm about to share a trade. So these are the kind of trades, guys, I look to do. One against the other. So PAS right now, in our free portfolio, we're long PAS from 23. I'd like to add a tranche. Let's add another tranche. A tranche in French means slice. That's the extent of the French that I know, but we say tranche. So we're going to add another tranche of PAS. You could sell gold against it. I don't want to sell gold against it. I think gold's going to pop. I think gold's going to go higher. But yeah, I love these positions, guys. I do. Copper is down here. Copper's pulling back. Fine. But look historically. Historically, this is the trade that you want to be in. And too many people get bummed out by just a price action in the market. But I don't know. I look at this going back 10 years, and this is what gives me confidence. I see times like this where things get out of line and then they come back in line fairly quickly. In 2020, after COVID, the biggest trade that we had at Masters in Trading was this silver right here. Silver was so off relative to gold that we got long silver. Right now, silver is doing the same thing. If gold gets any kind of bid, I absolutely love our exposure in silver. So Hector, if you would, we're going to add another tranche into our silver position in PAS. Guys, does that make sense? Optioning. I really like your question, by the way. How are you buying options in this IV? Can you just give me like a heads up? Does this make sense for you guys? Why silver makes so much sense? Also, by playing in the commodities, it keeps you away from the overall beta of the market. Okay? These trades can still survive, can still work if the market continues to get hit. But right now, I don't know. Why is silver getting hit? Leave silver alone. If you want to mess with the market, go ahead, take the market down. Don't mess with silver, okay? Let me just go back. I think I got all the questions out. The reason this doesn't remind, 2008 was a banking crisis. This is a news-driven crisis. Chapman, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Nice comment. In times like this, experience really shines through. That's really what I want you to do. I want you guys to take a step back. I want you to know that this too will pass. We are going to be okay. Market will turn fast. Just don't make any rash decisions when volatility picks up like this. Great access. Those in our Discord community, you guys too, communicate, talk. Nobody should be alone when you're trading a dangerous market like this. For everybody in All Access, we're going to do a little trade management. Okay? Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Any other questions, guys, just leave them in the chat. Thanks so much for watching. All Access, you guys hang tight.